Okay, I'm going to show you how to use menus on your site, or how to customize your menu. And what I'm talking about primarily by menu is if you go to your website, at the top you have this menu here. It has home, sell your house now, FAQ, contact us. Now let's say I want to change something. I want to take one of these off. I want to add something, whatever. Let me show you how to do that. So go to our dashboard, and if you're in easy mode, you just click on menus over here. And that takes us to this page. If you're not in easy mode, let me exit easy mode and I'll show you how to get here. You would scroll down to appearance, and then under appearance there it says menus. So here we end up at the same page. Looks exactly the same. Now here is your main menu. Over what you have is on the left hand you have theme locations, like places where menus can go. Really you don't need to change anything there for the most part normally. So we'll just focus on changing the menu that's on your site already, and that's over here on this right hand panel where it says number 1 main menu. And you can see here are the menu items that we have on the site now: home, sell your house now, FAQ, and contact us. Let's say for instance that I don't want the FAQ on my site, so I'm going to click the little thing to expand it, and I'm going to click remove. So after you make any kind of change, you need to click Save Menu. Then you get a little message at the top saying your menu has been updated. Now let's just see if that worked. I'm going to go back over to my site. I have it open in a new window, and I'm just going to refresh that. Just as a little tip, you can hit F5 on your keyboard. That's at the very top of your keyboard. F5 to refresh your page. Or you can do it in your browser. For instance, in Internet Explorer there's a little refresh button up here. So anyway, I refreshed and now I can see the FAQ is gone. So let's go back over here and let's add a page to the menu. Now there's two different options here that I can do. I can add a custom link, which lets me link to anything, or I can add a page that's on my site already. Notice there's a long list of pages, but this isn't all of them. This is the most recent. If I want to look at all of them, I click View All. So let's say, for instance, that I want to add a link to the Cash Investors page. I'm going to click that, but to put a checkbox in it. Then I click Add to Menu. And now if we look up here at the top, I have a new menu item here. Now let's say I don't want that to be the last menu item. I want it to be right after Sell Your House Now. Okay, I'm just going to click and drag it around, click it up to where you want. Now notice there's a little outline. There's a little dotted outline, and you want that to be lined up with the other items. You can see it's right on the left side. It's to the left. If I move this over too much, you notice it's over here. I don't want that, and I'll show you why in a minute. I want it to be over here, so I'm going to put it there, and let's just see if that worked. I'm going to click Save Menu, and we go back to the site and refresh the page, and now we have a Cash Investors link. I'm just going to click it to make sure the page works, and here it is. Okay, so I'm going to go back. So now let's go back to our menu. Now let's say I want to add something different. If you notice, there's a lot of different options on here. There's, if I had property listings, I could add. In fact, let me do that. Let me add this. I have a property here, so I'm going to add that to the menu. I'll just show you a few different options here. Let me also add a custom link. You can link to anything here. So let me just put in yahoo.com. And then I'll give it a label. Now the label is what actually shows up on your site. Like how it said FAQ and home. That's the label. So I'm going to just call it Yahoo. And click Add in Menu. Okay. So now we've added a couple links here. Now let's say I want to change the way they look. I want to change the order, and let's say I even want to have a drop-down menu. So let's say I want to put Yahoo as a drop-down menu item of the sample property. Now that doesn't really make a lot of sense to do that, but this is just to illustrate. So I'm just going to, from where it is right here, I'm just going to move it over to the right, where I could put it under one of these other pages. And you notice when it's indented like that, that means it's going to be a drop-down menu item. So I'm going to put it right here so it's under sample property and it's indented there, and I'm going to click Save Menu. Okay, and it's been updated, so let me go back over to the site and refresh the site. And now we have some new options here. We have Contact Us and now Sample Property, and then under that we have Yahoo. Let me just click on Sample Property. We'll see if that one worked. And you can see that it did. It took me to this sample, this property listing. So that's something you could do. Also, the Yahoo link. I'm going to click that, and here it comes to the Yahoo page. So anyway, that's how you can do that. And of course, this is not something you would probably want to do. You probably wouldn't want to link to Yahoo like that. But let's say I don't like these changes and I want to get rid of this. So I'm going to click to expand this, and I just click Remove. And then I can move this around a little bit. I'll just leave it like that. I'll click Save Menu. And we can go back over here. And again, when we refresh the page, the changes took place, and everything is basically how we wanted it. So that's how to use the menus. So again, people really only are going to see the pages that you either link to on your website or that you send them a link to. If you tell them the address and they find it, otherwise you have to put a link somewhere on your site. And what I've just shown you is how to add links to the menu at the top of your site. Now briefly, let me show you how to create another menu for a different spot on your website. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little plus tab to add a menu. Now what I'm going to do, if you don't want to watch this part, let me explain what I'm going to do. I'm going to put at the very top of my site another little menu at the very top. If you don't want to do that, you can end the video here. I'll just show you how to do that though. So anyway, you click the little plus icon to let you create a new menu. I'm going to call it my top menu test, and click Create Menu. You have to create the menu first before you can do anything with it. Now I want to put a couple of pages in here, so I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to go to under Pages, View All. I'm going to put a link to my home page. I'll put a link to the blog, and let's see, what else should I put? I'll put the Contact Us and click Add to Menu. That moves them over here to the right side, so I need to click Save Menu. Now that saved it, but it isn't going to be live on the site yet because this is a new menu that we haven't placed anywhere on the site yet. So what you need to do is under Theme Locations, under Top Menu, click My Top Menu Test and click Save. Now if we go over to our site, we should see it. So I'm going to refresh the page, and here you can see at the very top we have another little menu. So you probably wouldn't want to put the same exact links that you put down here, but there might be some purpose to do that for some additional menu items that you don't want to be here in the main menu area. So that's how to do that. And let's say you do that and then you don't like it. Well, the quickest way to get rid of it is to move it off of here. So where it says Top Menu, just select the little blank space at the very top and click Save. And if we go back over here and refresh, the menu disappears. Although it is still on the site, the menu exists. If you want to get rid of the menu altogether, I mean, of course nobody else sees it right now, but if you don't want it, just click Delete Menu and click OK. And then we're back to how it was originally.